guy too also do. Mestre and Leal, both from Brazil. One with a lot of experience, with titles on his shoulders. And Leal, one of the new faces here in PES League.
It's interesting to see, obviously, that little fact that was on the screen there. Felipe Mestre qualified from the third place playoff match.
He came over the window, right?
Yeah, I mean, but now he potentially, you'd assume, is the one to watch in this game. Obviously not discrediting Alan Leal, but Felipe Mestre is just been on fire. I mean, stopping ChupaLukl in the qualification period. And as I say that, Alan Leal has an opportunity to score, but Mohamed Salah looks unhappy with himself. And I'm not surprised that looked like a golden opportunity to get the early lead. Felipe Mestre, maybe I should stop talking about him because I'm not having the impact that he would be wanting on the game.
But if the final is between Mestre and HenrykinhO, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yes, exactly. I completely agree. It'd be a hard one to call as well if it is between those two.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what's the phrase? An unstoppable force versus an immovable object.
Yeah, yeah.
But now we see Aubameyang just pulls it wide of the post. Felipe Mestre, manual shot, I think that was then at the...
Did he make a move there? With the run, he made that stop, right?
Yeah, he also, when he went for the shot, you'd have seen the yellow kind of arrow coming. That's him also doing, you can do manual shooting, so he can choose exactly. If you press to shoot, the AI kind of judges based on your player's speed, your position, your balance, and your shooting abilities. But if you do a manual shot, then it kind of goes more exactly like where you want it to go.
I got you. So it would be interesting, too, to see Alan Leal making a debut and getting into the final.
It would be, and I'm sure Felipe Mestre would have unfinished business. Obviously, seasoned player, not a world champion, though. Obviously, another Brazilian has done that in recent years. Guifera, runner-up in, I think, in 2015, winner, no, 2016, runner-up in 2017.
Yes.
And Felipe Mestre would like a little bit of that for himself. And as we've seen today, the Brazilian players definitely have a lot to offer when it comes to PES League 2019. And here we have an opportunity, but Alisson says, no, thank you. Takes the ball out of the air.
I'm right here. Alan Leal showing some skills also. But he's not grabbing that ball, not having possession.
Felipe Mestre, even though he might not be doing anything with the possession at this point in time, the fact that the players being in his opponent's half must be kind of a little bit alleviating him. And as I say that, the man that we should probably mention, everyone should be scared of so far today, Xherdan Shaqiri, breaks into Felipe Mestre's half. So a little bit free transit in the midfield, as you said a little bit earlier.
Transit. But with Brazilians, we know it's like that, fast both ways.
Yeah, all about the attack. As Xherdan Shaqiri now releases Jones. Salah tries to take on the defender, but Kolasinac sends the ball up the field. And Lacazette to Maitland-Niles, a quick 1-2. Aubameyang now, the man that usually scores all the goals, looking to be the guy that feeds in this one. Mkhitaryan!
So it's going to be English final either way, either Liverpool against Liverpool or Liverpool against Arsenal. As you guys already know, HenrykinhO owns Liverpool, sorry.
And as we mentioned the man on the ball at this point in time, Shaqiri. HenrykinhO can use him very, very well. So it'll be interesting to see how the comparison works there. As Sadio Mane, though, gets a deflection and almost sees the ball kind of rocket into the top of the net, but the deflection was kind of, in the end, helpful for Mestre as it kind of sends the ball up and over the bar. Cech, though, was wrong-footed. There was nothing he could have done if that was on target.
Is this Alan Leal's first approach?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Cech.
Where did the goalie go?
Manual keeping then.
Manual keeping, yes. Oh, that's a risk took by Felipe Mestre, and it's costly, a costly risk.
And I was trying to get a look at Felipe Mestre then to see whether he was going to try, see if he was taking it on himself or if he was going to kind of put the blame onto the end. Quite often players, if they concede, it's like, nothing I could do, whereas he's not reacted. He knows that's on him, I think.
It was a good cross, though.
Yeah.
Very over the second or the farthest post.
all I can assume, like Czech there, is in no man's land. All I can assume is Mestre had selected the keeper, hadn't realised he'd gone for manual goalkeeping, and then tried to chase the ball and realised, whoops, not the right guy.
Too late.
But if there's anyone that can score a goal at this point in this game, it's Felipe Mestre.
Yes.
He can get one back. And with defending like that, nice, calm defending. But back it comes again as Shaqiri tries to release Firmino. And now this could be a chance for Felipe Mestre to build, but not with a pass like that he wants. Manages to get the ball back under control now. A couple of sloppy passes there from Mestre.
Yes.
I'm not used to seeing this. He's playing balls behind the players that are trying to make the run. Needs to just slow things down, keep hold of the ball, and do exactly what he's doing now. Look for the right passes. He's got an opportunity. Plays it across the ball, and how did Van Dijk get hold of that ball there?
He just stood in front of the other guy.
And now, from end to end, that's got to hurt. That has to hurt.
We went from the tie to the 0-2 to the 2-0. In the next play, Alan Leal is a surprise.
Vamos!
It's good for the game. It's good for football to see the underdog in advantage in a game like this, because we know Felipe Mestre can come back from an 0-2 deficit.
It's always good seeing new stars rise as well. Obviously,
Yeah.
Alan Leal, still young, not very seasoned at this sort of level of PES League and global competitive PES play. So obviously, we naturally get behind a powerhouse with the likes of Felipe Mestre.
Yeah.
But seeing Alan Leal, I mean, a little bit of fortune taking it from one end to the other, but he's taking his chances. He's not messing, straight in and through Czech. Czech must be furious at that getting through, but
Of course.
But it got there. That's what counts.
He didn't use the manual goalie, right, this time? I think he didn't.
No, I think that was just the AI.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any real option for the manual keeper to do anything of any difference there that would add any sort of extra chance of stopping that shot. But extra chances is what we might have here. As Felipe Mestre looks to get through on goal, but didn't manage to do that. The last time he got this far up the pitch, though, he went and conceded at the other end. So he needs to make sure that if he does push forward here, he keeps his defensive mind in the game.
Here comes Alan Leal again with the counter-attack, and 2-0 in front, 2-0. So Mestre is probably having a nightmare.
He's still got a full half of the game left and a couple of minutes left of this, though. I think Felipe Mestre, we've seen, he's come from behind against ChupaLukl twice to come back, win that game there. He still has a full half of a game. Plenty of time for him to score 5 or 6 goals, let alone 2, so definitely everything to play for. And if he gets one before half-time, then you know it's game on. And he could do that right here with passing play like that. Just too much on that ball back, unfortunately there. Half-time, 2-0, Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0, and that is Alan Leal 2 and Felipe Mestre 0. Not what we'd expected from this game.
No way. And HenrykinhO is waiting for either Mestre and his experience or Alan Leal and his newly appearance here in PES League.
So slight changes there, looking at the team shape. Felipe Mestre just kind of moving the players around to get a little bit of like a triangular formation. Maybe he's looking to kind of have a zigzagging passing formation through the middle of the park. Not much to change though there, and I think he needs to just believe in his own game here. He's had a lot of chances. He's done a lot for his own play in this game. The only thing he didn't do was manage to find the net, but I think if he just carries on at the same rate, same performance, he can do that quite easily. Yeah,
me too. And in time is what he has in favor. Mr. Mestre, we've seen him coming from behind before. Did he switch players? No substitutions, right?
Yes. I didn't see substitutions. I saw him making slight tweaks as Aubameyang was in the middle, but Iwobi just couldn't get the ball out from underneath his feet. Aubameyang still there, though. Gets a touch and another one, but the very last second just can't get the ball into a shooting position. And now, Shaqiri looks to find Jones as Alan Leal looks to get himself back on the score sheet yet again in this second half of the game. As we mentioned, there's a lot of time in this game for Felipe Mestre to score, but you have to think with every minute that goes by, if he doesn't find the goal, that must start to weigh a little bit more on his psyche.
Well, going deep, Leal trying to resist. Mestre is having possession here in the first minute of the second half.
Aubameyang on the floor. This has got to be Aubameyang, and he does.
There it is. Yes.
Game on.
Game on.
2 goals to 1 now. Felipe Mestre, we said he had a chance. He would take it. We knew that he wasn't down and out. The first chance he really got in the second half. Aubameyang picks himself off the floor here, gets himself composed, gets himself into a position, and gets the ball into the back of the net.
Well, he's back. Mestre knows he still needs to do more than what he did here at the beginning of the second half, but he got the willpower. It depends on him, actually.
I think the interesting to see there, though, was Felipe Mestre standing up and kind of exhaling, like just more like a quiet thing. You know that if he scores another one, it's going to be like a volcano erupting. Boom!
Yeah,
the passion.
I bet.
But now, Xherdan Shaqiri being taken off the pitch. So the one of the most influential players we've seen throughout today's tournament so far. Obviously, with stat balancing, it won't be a big loss as long as Alan Leal has used alternative players in alternative formations.
Yeah.
You have to wonder, though, does Alan Leal have a second game plan? Does he have a plan B?
Yeah.
Felipe Mestre, we've seen over the years, can adapt his game.
Can reinvent.
Yeah, which he's been doing in this game so far. But now Alan Leal's players are getting tired. Can he cope with that against a player that's as good as Felipe Mestre?
There's a long drive there. Here's Felipe Mestre looking with his forwards. Danny Welbeck with the touch into the box. Oh, the ball is right there. Yes! 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 The ball at the back of the net. Mestre is back. We're tied.
This is amazing. I mean, Alison Becker has been an absolute hero in the sticks. Goalkeeper extraordinaire all day, but that kind of parry back into the box. You're thinking Virgil van Dijk playing this back, keeper can pick it up, but no, fumbled it, and Aubameyang absolutely accepting that gift. And Felipe Mestre, how does he? A little bit more passion there. It's bubbling. It's bubbling.
He's full of air, trying to exhale. And he got it in 5 minutes. He came back less than 5 minutes. He's back. And now I want to see Alan Leal face and that plan B you were talking about, Graham.
Yeah, he's had to make some changes. His players were tired. He had a lot of pressure in the first half. That meant that he's had to sacrifice the likes of Shaqiri early on. So that means he's already using his substitutions. When it gets to 80, 85 minutes, his players will have nothing left in the tank. So at that point, he needs to either have seen the game out or have a way of dealing with Felipe Mestre's onslaught. Because at that point, it's going to be pretty hard for anyone to deal with. Never mind someone at their first event of this stature.
So Felipe coming back from an 0-2 deficit. He didn't do that today. From a 2-goal differential.
Nope, and he's now almost in the lead. Just a little bit too much on that ball there. Yeah, he came back in a game against ChupaLukl twice to then get the lead, but at no point was he 2-0 down and then having to come back.
Are we in the anything can happen zone already?
I reckon so. I reckon so. Now this is the part where you see, I mean, look at Arsenal. Obviously you can see Henrik Mkhitaryan tired, Alex Iwobi, no stamina left. But the interesting thing is Felipe Mestre isn't making a change there. He's saving his one substitution just in case he needs something later on. And that's a seasoned player that has a plan in mind, but not with a pass like that he does. And an absolute let-off there. Was that Dominic Solanke getting into the box? You must have felt that was going to be a goal, but he must be gutted to have just taken the touch.
Oh, what a confusing play.
That's 2 times we've seen players trying to head the ball back towards the keeper. 2 times that potentially could have proved costly. Didn't that time, but did in the time previously for Alan Leal. Now, Felipe Mestre going to shake that off and move forward. He wants to win this game in normal time, and he's going to do it with a jump like that.
The post! No, unbelievable.
Alisson, I mean, did well to get up and grab that ball, but he was beaten. I surely thought that was 3-2 to Felipe Mestre, but now Solanke dropped there on the edge of the box. This could be a little bit of, could we see?
Is this a free kick? Oh,
let's have a
for a lefty?
I'd like to see a free kick finish. Come on, Mohamed Salah is looking for a gap in the wall. Usually you'd aim for the smaller player, but he's going to go for the post. Here. The reason he's moving left to right.
I want to see the faces.
Ooh. Oh, strong free kick there from Mohamed Salah, but a strong hand to it from Petr Cech. The reason the camera was moving left to the right is obviously Felipe Mestre was controlling where the goalkeeper was. So Alan Leal was trying to psych him out, going, I'm going to shoot left. No, I'm going to shoot right. No,
right.
I'm going back to the left. So it was kind of a little bit
trying
of a
to distract.
Yeah, exactly. So in almost the final 10 minutes of the game, Felipe Mestre definitely being the better player in this second half. Alan Leal still not out of this game, though. 2-goal lead has lost in this half. But Felipe Mestre now, this has got to be it. And
oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Oh, and look at Felipe.
Is that the volcano that was?
That's a volcano. There's lava. There's lava all over the floor.
Let's have a look at this. Does he leave the camera shot?
Oh. Oh.
So Felipe Mestre 2-0 down at halftime, 3-2 up with only maybe about 8 minutes left on the in-game clock. Surely that is Felipe Mestre finding his place in not only the regional finals grand final, but also the PES League 2019 World Finals too.
As we say here in South America, Graham, in a horse race, if the horse that comes from behind wins and actually meets with the one up front, it wins.
It's the momentum.
The momentum, yes.
Yeah, and the momentum's definitely with Felipe Mestre's horse in this race.
Yes, that's right. One half for each one of them. First half for Alan Leal. He played good. He went to the halftime 2-0, 2-0. And then Felipe Mestre having a terrific second half.
Yeah, huge second half for Felipe Mestre. And, I mean, this is the part where, obviously, Felipe Mestre has used his final substitution now. He's dropped back to, I think it was a 4-5-1 kind of formation, maybe. 4-3-2-1, pretty much 4-5-1. So he waited to see where he needed his substitution. Now he wants to see the game out. If he concedes in this last 10 minutes, though, he's rolled his dice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any more substitutions and he's playing defensively. So no doubt, if he concedes now, we'll see a big change attacking. But he wants to get hold of the ball and let things go. What that does do is invites a little bit more possession for Alan Leal, who has 10 minutes to try to change the game in his favour.
Well, we're minutes away.
So Sadio Mane spreading it now. What he's going to find difficult is that 4-5-1. There's going to be 9 bodies in front of the goalkeeper, which is going to be hard for him to break down. Quite frustrating, especially when the player you're playing against with those 9 bodies is Felipe Mestre. I
feel so bad for Alan Leal. But I feel good for Mestre. Oh, what a save. This is not over yet.
I was going to say, I feel bad for Leal. Boom! Top corner.
Oh, we don't know yet if the final is going to be Liverpool-Arsenal or Arsenal-Arsenal. Or Liverpool-Liverpool. What we know is that it's going to be between 2 Brazilians.
Oh. And this still got a chance. Oh, he's got it!
No way! No! Look at Alan Leal. No.
His face is partially, yes! Boom! And partially relief.
And he's looking to a horizon. He looks deep into a horizon. Like, how'd this happen?
So as you saw from that replay then, Alan Leal, I mean, he's off. He's out. He's down the room. He's somewhere down the street. He's on his way back to Brazil. Hopefully, we can get him back into the arena in time.
And it wasn't a good cross.
No, it was just sloppy defensive play. The defender, obviously, the last touch loses his balance, and Fabinho just says, "Thank you very much for the gift." Just prods it into the back of the goal, and we are all square.
Oh, what this means? We're going to extra time, right?
Potentially. And this is the thing I was saying with Felipe Mestre. He rolled the dice at the end. He went defensive.
Yes.
Now that could potentially put him at a disadvantage going into extra time. If we get that far, he's lost his attacking players, but he has a chance here, and strong defensive cover there from the Liverpool players.
Still a few seconds away. If not, we will go to extra time.
Felipe Mestre maybe have one more chance, but nope, that's going to be full time in this game, and another slide tackle there from Mestre.
This
3 goals to 3.
The first extra time of the 1v1 here in the Americas Regional Finals between two Brazilians. Alan Leal making his debut playing with Liverpool. Felipe Mestre and all his experience playing with Arsenal. HenrykinhO waiting for one of these two to play in the finals. One of these two players will go to the World Finals.
So you've seen there the changes that I was mentioning. Should Felipe Mestre fall back behind, he's now gone from a 4-5-1 to a 4-3-3 formation. 3 players up front again. He knows he needs a goal. He doesn't want penalties.
No.
He wants to finish this game within the next 30 in-game minutes.
After all that effort to go to the penalties, it's a lottery.
2-0 down to 3-2 up to then just at the very last minute go back to penalty to extra time again.
Oh, it has been 2 terrific semi-finals, Graham.
Yeah, 2 amazing semi-finals. But now Sadio Mane has a chance through the middle to Divock Origi, who finds a way through, but poorly places the ball. Petr Cech takes the ball, looks to spread straight back out, and now Felipe Mestre's turn to get on the counter-attack. He's through, the keeper rushing out. What a start to extra time.
was it the AC? The AI?
The keeper,
the assisted keeper, right?
He used triangle, to bring, because if you hold triangle, that brings the keeper off the line. So he must have held triangle to bring the keeper out to pick up the.
So he had to do something there.
Yeah. I mean, the AI is pretty good, so it could have been that the AI.
Caramba!
I mean, it could have been that the AI could have done it as well, but what's likely is that he probably held triangle as well, just to make sure that the keeper came off the line.
That was a decisive play, and then the shot that came close will go till the 120th minute.
And Divock Origi now, he has extra bodies left and right, but he takes the shots and just outside the post.
Good defense by Mestre also to bother a little bit the kicker, the shooter, and this guy, in this case, Divock Origi.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of like pincer movement from the 2 players, closing the player down. Divock Origi had to take the shot then. Ideally, he'd have taken it a little bit further, but it's that sort of closing down that put the pressure on the player. So 5 minutes left of the first half of stoppage time. It never feels like very long when you're actually playing this. You get maybe 2-3 chances, maybe a half, maybe 2 or 3 chances throughout all of the extra time.
What about the stamina? Does the players feel it too much?
Yeah, particularly towards the second half extra time. But here, Divock Origi hits the post. And oh my God, this is amazing.
This looks, it's meant to go to the penalty shootout. 2 balls in the bar already.
Felipe Mestre must be thanking his lucky stars over there.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that right post, Alan Leal would be yelling still.
Alan Leal now in possession. Origi again. Another opportunity just wide of the post.
How many chances we've had here in the extra time.
You have to wonder, if Felipe Mestre gets one of those chances, is it going to be one of those like days where it
like
just works
goal?
for him? Yeah,
like
exactly.
Golden goal, yeah. Still got a couple of minutes. I bet both of them doesn't want to go to the penalty shootout.
Oh, Felipe Mestre, this has got to be the winner. Dinks the keeper outside of the post.
No way.
Are you kidding me? No. Exactly.
No, this is incredible. Nah.
Did everything and then that.
This has been the game of the tournament, no doubt about it.
I kind of want to see a penalty shootout now.
I would love to go to the penalties, but they don't want to.
So Felipe Mestre now looking to right the wrongs of that chance. He's got the ball in the box. He's laid it over to the far post.
Oh,
and that one has got to be the game. 4-3. Felipe Mestre once again back in the lead.
Oh, and they're going to take their time. Look at Felipe. Probably the most important goal he has made today, of course. And Danny Welbeck scoring again.
And hanging in the crowd, just like Felipe Mestre is in the stadium here too.
Oh, this has been so emotional. Yes, nice cross.
Oh, the vision to not just play the ball to the middle, to go to the far post there. I'd have been, okay, on your head, I'd have passed there, but nope.
Yeah.
Welbeck just, thank you. It's flying through the air.
And nothing that Allison can do this time. There was no post, there was no bar.
This is it, the last roll of the dice. So we're going back to a 4-5-1 here. Change front line pressure, everything defensive.
Oh, he brings him down.
So he's dropped everything back. He's made everyone like full attack mode. It's gonna wipe the stamina out of his players, but it's the last minute, so you've got to give it everything you've got.
It's the same if you lose by 2 or by 1 at this time.
Exactly. This is the game we want.
Yeah,
this is exactly
what we're waiting for. Henrykinho getting some rest, waiting at this time, probably following the game with that hot blood as the players involved. So we still have a few minutes till the game. Let's see if Alan Leal can tie this again.
Oh, this has got to be gamesmanship now. Felipe Mestre, Felipe Melo, that's someone else.
Yes, he's Brazilian too.
Felipe Mestre even. Whenever he gets the ball, you just know that he's just going to hold on to that as much as he can. Yeah. Play it out wide, maybe play it back again. There you go, hold it. Oh, there we go, beautiful. That 1-2, running the ball into the corner, and he's going to hold it and turn back, surely. There we go. And back again. And back again. That must be infuriating. At this point in time, Alan Leal must just want to get hold of that ball, do anything he can, whilst Felipe Mestre now has an opportunity. He had a man at the far post again. He could have seen the game off, but he doesn't want to gamble. He wants to keep hold of possession and just do everything he can. 1 minute. If he holds it for a few more seconds, that has to be the end of the game. We might see him take a chance now. No, there we go. Game. Oh, no. We got a corner? Have we got an offside? We have one final corner.
Very smart, Felipe Mestre.
Felipe Mestre, is he going to take a final chance here?
He's not sitting anymore.
He stood up. He knows he's got the game.
Hey, that's foul.
He's just going to drill it in. Is he going to have a shot? And there we are. Game.